Okay, man, it's Friday night. Doug from Salt Lake, September 20th, 7:02. So, got some stuff in the mail. This is for education, information, documentation. This is what is going on with my federal lawsuit. So, the defendant, right over here, put in a motion for extension of time. And the court clerk hereby enters the following order. Is granted, and they granted a motion for extension of time. So let's read this. Darren, Assistant Attorney General, appearing specially. So I got to stop right there, man. Why is the Assistant Attorney General appearing specially? Okay. Let's see, what do I always say? I am the holder in due course. I am here as a third-party intervener making a special appearance as an authorized representative for the defendant, right? That's what we say. Darren Goff is appearing and making a special appearance on behalf of the defendant, okay? That's because this right here, ORS, Office of Recovery Services, is a legal fiction and only is on paper. It does not exist. Okay? So you have to have some man or woman appear, okay, on behalf of the defendant because the defendant does not exist. Okay? So respectfully moves the clerk of the court for a 14-day enlargement of time, which to answer or otherwise respond to the plaintiff's complaint. Okay, so let's take 10 seconds and explain. The reason he is doing this extension of time is because if you guys have watched my other videos, when I filed the lawsuit, I also sent them documents that said a lawsuit is being filed against you, okay? So what he's doing is he's responding to my documents that I sent them because I've never done this before and I made the mistake of sending them the documents, showing them that a lawsuit has been filed against them. And not only did I send them, but I didn't know that the clerk of the court was also going to send them a summons. Okay, so let's look at the second page here. Okay, Federal Rule 6B1, the time to respond. Okay, and then he goes in. I'll let you just read it right there. Okay, force via summons, but no return, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically all that right there just says that we got one, but it doesn't jive. So he respectfully requests a 14-day enlargement. Okay. Proposed order. Now this is kind of interesting too. Let's see if I can do this. Let's move this up here. By identifying these facts concerning the purported service of the document identified in the summons, defendant no way agrees that this is proper summons. Okay, so they're not waiving any of their rights to say proper summons was not notified. Okay, all this is they are disputing the fact that they got some paperwork from me and not from the court. Okay, so they granted the motion. Okay, and they have to respond by September 26th. And let's see, that looks like Thursday. Okay, so Thursday coming up. So let's look at some other stuff. Okay, this is a notice of assignment to a United States magistrate judge and consent. Okay, I didn't know. You have to consent to have a magistrate, okay, oversee your case. So in accordance with United States District Court for the District of Utah, General Order, blah, 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 you are notified that the above entitled action has been assigned to a magistrate judge to conduct all proceedings in this case, including trial, entry, final judgment, post-judgment, blah, blah, blah. Exercise of this jurisdiction by a magistrate is permitted only if the parties file a written consent. So if they need your consent for a magistrate to oversee your complaint or your proceedings, then how are these other magistrates dragging you in there and making you pay them for child support and other stuff, okay, if you don't consent, okay? Not only do they need your consent in federal district court, they need a signature on a consent form specifying and making sure that they have on file that you have consented. Isn't that interesting? So let's blow this up just a little bit here. Indicate below whether you consent to the assignment or request the case to be reassigned to a district court judge. Well, I don't want a magistrate. Okay, thank you for asking. Thank you for the consideration. Thank you for offering me a contract. I am going to have this reassigned to a real judge. And, yeah, thanks for asking. I appreciate it. So instead of consenting, I'm going to reassign. Who's the party representative? The plaintiff. Okay, the plaintiff on the paperwork. You know who it is. You've got all the numbers on there, right? Whoops. Okay, you know. You've got it. Okay. So I put the date on there, and this is just a copy, but I didn't put the attorney's signature. I put that I'm the authorized representative, right? That's me. Return this after completing this form, blah, 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 blah. Send it here. Do not e-file this document. Why? Because they need an original, right? Because they need a blue ink signature. No judge will be informed of the party's response. An appeal from a judgment entered in the United States magistrate, maybe blah, 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 from Court of Appeals. So basically they're saying that a magistrate has the same power as a judge, but I don't want a magistrate, okay? I don't want some first-year law student looking over my paperwork, okay? So I want a real judge looking over the stuff. And here's the second page. Now let's look at this closely because this I found really, really interesting. Okay. So late charges, copy, document, 30-day limit, do not apply, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So following transaction was entered. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Right. Document number 5. Now this is really, really interesting. Okay. This case is assigned to a magistrate judge. To consent or request assignment, use this form link, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to send it to consents, Utah District Courts, 15 days, right? It's strange how my name is real and their name is not, but okay. But here's what I found interesting, okay? Darren Goff, that's the guy that's been assigned, okay? There's his email. Why is this person getting it? Why is this person getting it? And this person? And this person? And this person? This is one case, one 4-page complaint. And why is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different assistant attorney generals receiving an electronically mailed copy of this? Huh? Why do you think that is? Huh? Makes me wonder. All right, guys. Friday night, I'm going to do a couple on contracts, American jurisprudence. Really, really good stuff in there. So, yeah, just information.